Hey everyone, I want to talk about the 327th Battle Pack, or Super Battle Pack as we call it sometimes. Now I know that we've had a couple Super Battle Packs, where we have Clone Troopers 4 plus an oppositional force. In this case, Super Battle Droids, and this set saw a huge increase from the last two. Went up to $45, which I think is just way overpriced. Don't get me wrong, there's some okay things about this set, but just to have that kind of a markup, it's just kind of crazy. But I'm not going to talk about that anymore this episode. I just want to talk about some small upgrades I've done to the set now. That means spending more money, unfortunately, but these are some things I wanted to do. One thing, I built plenty of, I collected a lot of shock troopers and 501st troopers, the various types of 501st, and of course regular clone troopers, standard clone troopers. I've collected a lot of them over the last couple years to kind of build up an army. As my camera falls off the table, I'll edit that out. I built that up. I don't plan on building up too many of these. I'd like to have at least 4 squads. Usually 41 troopers would be ideal if you include Commander Bly, which I don't have yet because I'm not buying him in that set that he's in right now. But I don't know what I'm going to do. We're going to see what price these go on Bricklink. I don't think they'll be a cheap trooper, though. My guess is going to be like $15, probably. So we'll see. But like $10 to $15, somewhere in there, when you factor in tax and everything. But we'll see what the market does to them. I haven't checked before this because honestly, they're pretty new still. Anyways, I'm probably only going to end up with around 12, 13, 14 of them. So basically my plan is to buy 2 more battle packs when they go on sale. I bought this one at full price. I got it before they were released. I wasn't even going to buy one, but it was out like a week early at Target, or not quite a whole week, I guess, but bought this. And I will probably buy 2 more. That'll get me 12 troopers plus a Commander Bly. And that'll give me 13 total troopers, and I'll have 3 of the ATRTs, which is not a terrible ATRT. Still too big. They should be shorter, but I do like the downsizing from the 501st one that they had. It's not perfect, but I don't actually mind it too much. I think it's actually pretty good for the most part. The cannon definitely needs to be upgraded, though, and that can be a separate video possibly. But if I buy 2 more battle packs, I'll have 12 troopers and a total of 3 of these. So I can have 3 people flying these, or flying them, driving them, the ATRTs, and then I can have a squad of 9 plus Commander Bly. So that's kind of what my plan is. But I want to talk about some simple upgrades you can do. I went through Clone Army Customs for my upgrades here, and I did a few things. I might do more as we go, like buy a few more troopers. But the first thing I want to show you that I did was I bought an ARF helmet for one of them. Now, it can be any one. I'm just going to pick one. I'm going to do this guy here. You could either replace the guy with the viewfinder there if you want. So there we go. Done. Now that is going to be my driver from my ATRT. I'm not going to put him on it right now, but that's what you would actually see, is them wearing that helmet. Another thing I'm going to do, well, and this is a big deal. I'm going to put on this guy. I'm going to take his blaster, his rifle off for now. Lego has stopped giving us cloth camas. Why? I think they're just being a little cheap on it. And listen, I love Lego, the product, but you know, they say it's because they can't sit with it on. Well, they can. They just don't want to give it to us for whatever reason. And maybe it's money, maybe it's not. So I bought some, which sucks that I have to do that, but Clone Army Customs will have random sales that they'll announce, and they'll be at the end of the day. I was kind of waiting for one to happen, and this is the correct color according to their website to buy. So I bought a whole bunch of them. I think I bought 15 just to have enough. Why am I taking the helmet off? These helmets fit really well, by the way. I'm just going to put it up close here. The yellow matches pretty darn close. It's actually like a shade lighter, I think. But to be honest, I was looking at some source images, and I actually think it all should be a little darker than what it is. But either way, it still looks okay. I don't know. Not perfect. I don't have Commander Bly yet, unfortunately. But I will get him eventually. So putting these on. And what I find I have to do is use something as a burnishing tool to kind of push them down. So, boom. Just use a brick separator. I use brick separators for so much. Like, I have these at work. I just leave them in my desk, and I just use them for things sometimes. Random things. And this front side. Get a little tougher here. I'm putting a lot of pressure with my thumb on it there. And then do this side. If I'm not happy with it, I can straighten it out later. But it doesn't have to be perfect either. I mean, these are soldiers that are going to be in combat. So it doesn't have to be perfect. That one kind of came undone. When you put the top on anyways, it's going to push it down. I just like to get it kind of presentable. I could fix that up a little bit. There we go. And then he can go in the ATRT. And see, he could sit just fine. Sometimes. There we go. Cool. I'm going to take him off. I just want to put him down here. Pretty simple upgrades to this guy. Now, I'm not going to upgrade any of the blasters right now, but I do have something I'll show you in a moment. I think I'll go with this guy next. I've got a viewfinder. Now, I actually got this for when I do buy Commander Bly, because the more accurate one is the one with the line here, that vertical line there. The one they give you in the Lego sets is just plain white. Now, the only thing is, I was looking at source images, and it looks like the vertical line should be on the right side, of the visor. But the problem is, if you put these on, and I don't know if this is something that Clone Army Customs did by mistake or what, but the only way this will go on is to place it on the line on the left side of them. And unfortunately, that's the only way it works. Well, I gotta pull it a little closer to me. So again, this visor is from Clone Army Customs. Boom. There we go. And it doesn't look great from the side, in my opinion. But it looks okay. And I think it makes it, just gives it a little something extra. I'll put them on that one for now, and obviously it can flip up just fine. And when I get Bly, I'm probably going to put it on him instead. Doesn't mean I couldn't have it on another trooper if I wanted. And I'm going to obviously go ahead and add camas to all of these guys. I don't necessarily have to do it all now. One other thing, I do have another ARF helmet there. I should have bought 3. I don't know why I didn't buy 3. I wasn't thinking. I need to get one more, so I'll wait one day and just grab another one. I did, however, buy a custom clone trooper from Clone Army Customs. They're not super cheap. I think he was, I put the invoice away, the receipt away. He was on sale, 30% off. So, but they're not super cheap. Just a black head. Printing, pretty happy with it. I can't complain. They are Lego legs. So this is a heavy trooper. He comes with the Kama, like he came with this. I did have to put it together myself. Then he came with the heavy gear here. That's a little bit okay. So it's kind of hard to get all this on. I'm not going to take the torso off right now, because it's actually very difficult to get this all together. I got it together pretty well. Don't be afraid to use your brick separator. It works really well for this stuff. And there's other tools you may have around the house too. And there you go. That's it. Got good printing. Pretty accurate. Fairly accurate as far as they go. I'm adding him to the squad. I got him with a rocket launcher. To me, it's more of a, I don't know if it's so much a Star Wars rocket launcher, but that's what I got. I have a bunch of miniguns and other rocket launchers and stuff anyways, so I might switch that out. So obviously this already throws off my numbers, because that would put me up to 14 troops, I guess. But that's okay. I do plan on probably getting a couple other clone troopers like airborne, maybe 2 airborne troopers to go with these guys, even maybe one more of them. So in the end, I might end up with 2 squads. Not really sure. I just don't want to spend a ton of money on these because I think they're so overpriced. Even on sale, it's going to go down to like $36, I think. Once it goes down, I mean, maybe you get it for 50% off. I don't know. I said I wasn't going to talk about that, so I'm not going to. So, okay. Very simple upgrades. There's obviously a lot more stuff you can do, but you're already spending $45 in this set. And, you know, I just added another, $40 to it for a couple helmets, about 15 of these, and 1 trooper. But I had fun doing it, kind of designing them, and in the end, I think they look halfway decent. Are they perfect? No. Am I too upset about it? I'm more upset about the price. I said I wasn't going to say anything. We have the Star Wars, or the Spider-Man figures behind there. I know there's other videos of people doing work on them, making them look even better. So feel free to check those out too. Just a site that I do recommend is Clone Army Customs. I really do like their products so far. Much better than another website that I won't mention the name of right now. Don't get me wrong, there's been some good products from that other website too, but the customer service over there really lacks. But Clone Army Customs has given me a good product so far. All right. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you did to upgrade yours. I got to go put the rest of the camos on.